Welcome to the Lake Area High School Basketball Coaches Show. As we get the high school basketball season off and running, we on Lake TV will have 10 games for you this season. Local teams, head-to-head matchups ought to be fun. And we will talk with the local coaches every week on this show. And you can see the Coaches Show at 10, 2, and 6 here on Lake TV. Brought to you by the great folks at COMC, Hy-Vee, both in Osage Beach and Jefferson City, our veterinary at the lake, and the O'Sullivan Bruce Group, part of RE/MAX Lake of the Ozarks. And with us today, we've got head coach Jason Ollison of the Versailles Tigers. Coach, thank you for making the trip down the road and joining us on the Coaches Show.
Absolutely. Happy to do this. Appreciate you guys.
So basketball is here. It's off and running. And you have got one of the more unique teams in the area because you guys like to run it and gun it, baby. I mean, there is no, I don't think there's a shot you don't like, is there?
No, we like to put the ball in the air, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Okay, so last year you guys were about 500, I think 11 and 14. And so what do you have coming back from that team this year? What did you lose?
Well, we lost a good set of seniors. Seth Newton kind of led that group, and he was our leading scorer last year. And he's hard to replace because he can shoot the ball really well. But we got 5 seniors coming back. All of them kind of give us different things. Cole V. Brock's kind of our energy guy on defense. He runs around and makes a lot of things happen for us. And great kid with a great work ethic. Adam Radcliffe, quarterback. He does a good job of just being an athlete, coming out and does a lot of things for us. He can rebound the ball, he can take it to the rim, he can shoot it occasionally and do some different things. Eli Golive in the post does a real good job of rebounding the basketball. He can get to the rim pretty well, got big energy. Cole Wilson's a shooter for us on the outside, and then we have Justin Hamrick. He's our high flyer, and he likes to block shots and dunk, and he's pretty good at both of them. So.
Well, I've always dreamed of being able to dunk, never actually been able to do it unless, you can move that hoop down quite a bit. The style of play, and we mentioned it, you're up and down, you're run and gun, you love the offense, and I'm guessing the kids love that too, right?
Oh, they enjoy the freedom of being able to shoot whatever shot they want to get to, and we try to get 90 to 100 possessions a game, and so everybody's going to get their turn. Everybody's going to get a chance, and they've really kind of bought into it more this year even than we did last year. Last year was a little bit of a learning curve. We had some games where it was really good, and then we had some games where it was really bad. But we seem to be a little more consistent this year, and we kind of find our niche. Every group's different. This one's not quite as deep as the team we had before, but we're a lot more skilled and we're able to get up and down the floor a little bit.
Right. So was last year the first year you did the run and gun style?
Yeah, where we went full on, where we were just playing that system and getting up and down the floor was the first year we've done it. We've always liked to play faster because we've never really been very big.
Right.
But last year we bought into it wholeheartedly and said, this is how we're going to live and die. And it's kind of morphed into not quite as aggressive as it was last year, but it's still we're still looking to get 90 to 100 points on the board every night.
Yeah, there was one of the games we were doing, Versailles games last year, and I don't remember who it was. It was either Osage or California. You were down by about 20 midway through the second half, and I said, this is not over yet because the way the Tigers play, if they get hot, they're going to come back and make a game of it. And you guys came back, almost won that game. That's the beauty of that style. You're almost never out of a game.
Yeah, I mean, you're not. And the other night we played Boonville in the conference tournament. We were down 26 at one point in the first half.
Wow.
Come back and had it tied up in the fourth quarter and lost it just a little bit at the end. But, that's the thing about it is if you just go and don't worry about the scoreboard, by the time the game's over, you're going to be right in it.
Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned that early game. One of the things I love about the Tri-County Conference is they have a Tri-County tournament at the beginning of the year where you guys play each other, you see each other, you can kind of see what's coming up in the conference this year. And you guys, you got off to a little bit of a slow start, lost a couple games, but then you got hot in the conference tournament, won a couple of games. That has to give you guys some confidence.
Yeah, we finally started making shots. The first 2 games we shot below 20% from the arc, and when you're shooting 50 or 63s a game, that's not going to help very well. Right. But last couple of games we shot the ball a lot better. The defense is a lot more shored up. We're getting a lot more steals and finishing possessions with rebounds if we're not getting steals, and that's helped out a lot.
Absolutely. Okay, so we are talking with the head coach of the Versailles Tigers, Jason Ollison, as the high school basketball season just getting off and running, and we'll continue to talk about the Tigers with Coach Ollison right after this. What is COMC? A health center where everyone has access to high-quality, affordable medical, dental, and behavioral health care, regardless of insurance or ability to pay. Offering primary care, preventative, chronic, pediatrics, and OBGYN. COMC even offers comprehensive dental and same-day emergency care. A health center that focuses on every aspect of your health. Everything your family needs to stay healthy. At COMC, your health is our mission.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offers routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. With multiple convenient locations, our veterinary is the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
Your time on the water is limited, and Hy-Vee in Osage Beach knows it. Let us do the shopping so you can maximize your lake time. With our Isles online app, you can have your groceries delivered or ready for contactless pickup when you arrive to the lake. With all your grilling favorites, snacks, fresh produce, and home to the lake's largest wine, spirits, and beer department, your weekend at the lake starts with Hy-Vee in Osage Beach, where you'll find a helpful smile in every aisle.
Here comes high school basketball. Lake TV's first game of the year is Friday night with Tipton at Versailles, the Cardinals and Tigers. Be sure to catch all the action live on all 5 Lake TV platforms. Join us Friday for the COMC pregame show just before tip-off. This live high school basketball game of the week is brought to you by Central Ozarks Medical Center, Millard Family Chapels, Slumberland Furniture, Mike Heitman, State Farm Insurance, Hy-Vee in Osage Beach and Jefferson City, Ozark Homes, Sunrise Movers, Our Vets at the Lake, Vera Cruz Restaurant, Sir Dyke Yamaha, O'Sullivan Bruce Group, SRG Financial Advisors, LakeExpo.com, and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
Hey Jess,
Yeah, Nicole, what do you need?
did you see that new listing in Sunrise Beach?
Yeah, it was just listed 2 minutes ago.
It has 150 feet of lakefront.
And a brand new kitchen.
I'm headed out there after I type this email.
I'm on the phone with my clients. Hey, where are you going?
I already put an offer in, cash above list, and it's looking good.
Are you kidding me?
Welcome back to Lake TV's High School Basketball Coaches Show. The new season just off and running, and we've got our good friend Coach Jason Ollison from the Versailles Tigers with us here today. Coach Ollison's team run and gun, fast pace. I don't think there's a three-pointer you don't like, right?
Any of them are good.
There you go. Most coaches will, no, oh, good shot. Not you. It's like, hey, just put it up, baby. That's right. That's good. But it sure is fun to call. And we've got 3 or 4 of the Tigers games this year we're looking to. So tell us a little bit about where you came from. How did you get to Versailles? Where did you coach?
Well, I've started my career at Lincoln University coaching baseball.
Oh, really?
Yep, as a grad assistant, and then as an assistant a little bit, and then got offered a job at St. Elizabeth to coach basketball and teach science, and I went down and did that for 8 years.
Yeah.
Which was a lot of fun. A couple Final Four runs. And
Wow.
It was a good time. Then the wife and I had our 3rd child, and it was time to move back closer to grandparents. And
Yeah.
So I coached at Stover for a couple years, and then went back to my alma mater at Green Ridge. And then went to Warsaw for a year when Kyle Middleton, the AD at Versailles, called and asked if I'd be interested in coming to Versailles, and it's been home ever since. It's 6 years, and it's been wonderful.
Yeah, it's a good fit. I mean, it really seems you and the community seem to really love each other, and your family really involved now. I know your son plays basketball. He played football. Very talented young fella. Does it make it more special when you get to coach your son?
It is. It's neat. When he was in youth leagues and stuff, he would always be upset because I wasn't coaching him, and I said, your time's coming when you get to high school. I don't want you tired of me before we get there. But no, it's a lot of fun. Got to coach my daughter in softball and coaching Ty and then basketball and baseball also, and it's a good time. And that it keeps me out of trouble because Mom's not complaining that I'm not in the house because I've got one of the kids with me all the time now.
Absolutely. So you and your son, you don't like get crossway. Are you extra hard on him, or how does that work?
We kind of have an agreement. You know, at home I'm dad, and at school I'm coach, and we do a pretty good job. He doesn't have near the personality that my daughter had when I was coaching her. She's a lot more like I am and a little more aggressive, and we'd have a little spat here and there. But Tyrus he's a good, calm kid. He doesn't get too worked up about things. There's times at home we have to talk things out, but for the most part, he does a good job.
Now, that never happens with families,
No.
right? Never have to talk things out. So as we touched on a little bit earlier, last year you had a ton of depth. I mean, you ran 20 players in and out of there last year. And so what's the depth looking like? Are you as deep this year? Not quite?
Not quite. We've got 11 kids that we're pretty comfortable with. 2 or 3 of them are limited with minutes because they're younger kids and trying to get them some experience. That's the other great thing about this system is we've got 8 kids back that played varsity basketball last year.
Yeah.
And so we added a freshman, Reese Murdoch, who's a really talented kid, and it's given us an opportunity now to where we've got 2 or 3 other kids that we're getting ready because next year we're losing those 5 seniors and we're going to need some more guys ready to play. And instead of throwing them to the fire without experience, this system allows them the opportunity to play big, meaningful minutes without being overwhelmed by being the guy.
Absolutely. That's very cool. So you've always got that rotation going. And I usually have to ask coaches, well, you know, how do you get so many good kids to come out and play? In your system, they want to come out and shoot the ball.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we got our feeder programs are wonderful. You know, Barry Marshall and Ryan Pryor do our middle school stuff. We got Coach Chamberlain, who coached at Versailles for a long, long time, that helps with our youth leagues, and that really helps keep the buy-in. We had our first youth league stuff last weekend. We had 45 kids in 4 grades, and they were all out there just having a blast playing basketball. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're one of the smaller schools in the Tri-County Conference. Does that make it harder for you to compete?
I don't, at times maybe, but you know, more so than the size, it's just the kind of kids that you get, and we've got a lot of hardworking kids that just love to play. They want to be a part of something. They want to have a chance to do some great things, and it's really fun to have those kind of kids that, I mean, maybe they don't have a whole lot else to hang their hat on, but you know, they can take the sports side of things and say, okay, this is who I am.
Absolutely. So we're talking with Coach Jason Ollison, head coach of the Versailles Tigers high school basketball, just getting off and running. So I've got some fun questions for you here.
Awesome.
So we're in the holiday season. So what is your favorite holiday? Doesn't have to be Christmas. What would be your favorite holiday?
Christmas is a great one because I get time to spend with my family.
Yeah.
Coaching 3 sports, and the summers are always busy, and holidays are just kind of another day. But Christmas is a time we can take 3 or 4 days away and get away from everything and spend some time with each other, and we really appreciate that.
Absolutely. And having done this your whole life, that's probably kind of become a tradition.
Yeah.
In a way. Okay, what's your favorite holiday food?
As my physique will tell you, there's not many of them I don't like. I'm a big fan of ham. Christmas hams are something that I really, really enjoy, and I'll never turn down a cheeseburger.
Oh, man. Yeah, there you go. So you will take ham over turkey?
Yes.
Okay. Favorite side dish?
My wife makes a very, very good green bean casserole, and I really eat more of that than I should. Cream corn, mashed potatoes. I'm more of a traditional guy.
Yeah. Any memories, holiday memories that stick out from over the years, either when you were a kid or with your family now?
When I was younger, we used to always go to Grandma's house, and of course, after everybody would eat, it was time to take naps. And my uncles and my dad would always enjoy watching old Bruce Lee movies.
Really?
Yeah, and they'd fall asleep, and we'd try to sneak the channel change on them so we could watch something we wanted to, but it seemed like one of them would always wake up about the time we'd get that channel switched over.
It didn't matter if they were sleeping. They still wanted it on Bruce Lee.
Yep, that's for sure.
Oh, man, it's tough to beat Bruce Lee. So you like sports over the holidays? You like to just dig in on the sports, or are you a movie guy?
Yeah, I try to get away from a lot of it now with my kids. They really enjoy watching the NBA during the Christmas time, so we watch some games and stuff. But mentally, I try to get away from it for 2 or 3 days, just because it's so rigorous. Whenever you get back, that conference season starts and everything starts going.
Yeah, is your wife a big sports fan?
She is. She played basketball and softball at Lincoln University, and she's coached volleyball in the past. And yeah, we're a big time sports family, and that's kind of what we do in our free time.
That definitely helps. Well, Coach Ollison, thank you so much for joining us here on the Coaches Show, and Coach will join us throughout the season several times as well. And thank you for joining us for the Lake TV High School Basketball Coaches Show.